Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, America. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Joel. Chief Obidike here at the New Harbor Studio. Your man is right here. Your co-host. You ladies kind of like him. Joel Spears.
Greetings. Hello, everybody.
How are you? Hello, Honolulu. Don't forget, if you turn your clock, what is it? Upward, downwards?
Spring forward.
Spring forward.
Fall back.
So, some people say Negroes back, white people forward.
But the new generation, they don't have clocks.
They don't have clocks. Oh, how the hell do they tell time?
Everything's on their phone.
On their phone.
They
Is
don't.
there time in it? Well,
they can't read clocks anyway.
They can read clocks.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later on. About the young generations who don't know how the hell we read clock. We welcome you. We like all the things that you've been sending to us. Please continue to write your comments. And I'm sure that with so many things going on, we are called, hey, let's talk about it. Hey, let's talk about it. There's a lot going on, so if we don't talk, we can't come up with a solution. So let's talk about it. Don't forget to like us.
Subscribe.
You do. Subscribe,
Press the
because we want you to keep getting all the information, all the videos, and then press the notification. And don't forget to ring the bell.
Yes, ding dong.
Ding dong. Some people need their head ding dong.
Oh, God.
But thank you all so much for joining us. Oh, man, so many things are happening, Joel. So many things. Negroes are going crazy. What the hell's wrong with what's that boy's name? Al Green in Texas?
Al Green.
Look, we got to be more careful about who we send to Congress. Now, some of you know that the role of a congressman. Now, Joel and I talk about it, What do we send him there to do?
Well, apparently to take bribes.
Oh, that's, yeah, okay. Hey, are they? Your congressman taking bribes? Give him a call and ask him. Like Kwesi Nkrumah, you taking bribes, Kwesi?
They're all taking government jobs and leaving multimillionaires.
Oh, imagine that. For 2 years, you get in there, and then when you come out, you loaded. That's it. So, a congressman is supposed to do what?
Make laws.
Make the law. It's not a hard job. It's kind of simple to me. Maybe I should run for Congress. Do you think I should run? I think Joel should run for Congress.
I'll vote for you.
Yeah, you vote for me?
Yeah.
Well, I think so too.
I'll be your campaign manager.
I'll vote for me. I'll vote for me too. But but I think everybody who doesn't know what especially those students that go to 107 black colleges in the United States.
Around there.
I'm kind of shocked at all these students that go to those schools, because I don't see anything coming. You come up with Kamala Harris, and then you come up with Al Green. Seems like everybody coming out of the black colleges are messing up. Where's the engineers? Where's the lawyers? Well, liars? No, lawyers. Where are those professional people that are supposed to be coming out of those black colleges? Where are they?
Well, they're there. It's just that we sit back and say, well, how many engineers do you need versus how many line factory workers? Where you know what I mean? So it's the military, right? Think of the military. You need a whole bunch of soldiers, but you only need a few officers.
It's some of it like saying, how many lawyers do you need to turn the light bulb? Oh my goodness! I'm not trying to mess anybody up, but I don't understand this Al Green stuff. What is wrong with that Negro?
It's not necessarily any one congressman. It's just that the Democratic Party is lost.
Okay, before we jump into the entire Democratic Party, whom people are crying about, Donald Trump called lunatics. Donald Trump is not the only one calling you lunatics. It's a lot of folks out there that are calling you Democratic Party's members lunatics. I mean, Maxine Waters called everybody else every name she can think of.
Well, if you sit back and look at what the Democratic Party, if this was a sports team, and then you start calling people out of retirement to come in to do the next play to get a touchdown, you've got a problem.
You got a problem that the people there now don't know what the hell they're doing.
You got 80-year-olds on life support that the Democrats are pulling out, standing in front of buildings, trying their best to gain the public's acceptance of a no strategy.
Democrats have no strategy. Who the hell is this Hakeem? What the hell kind of dumb Negro is that? Don't get angry because I call you what you are. That's what you are. I mean, I like to call you black, because I love black. But some of the behaviors of some of the people that we put in Congress are actual behaviors of a Negro.
The people, the people in Congress that are elected by the Democratic Party, if we're just focused on them, their job is to follow the leadership. But what the question actually is, where is the leadership? What is the platform?
Well, you had Nancy Pelosi.
The only thing that I see is everything is anti-Donald Trump. If Donald Trump,
just Trump, not everything that will help the country, just the man.
If Donald Trump stand up there and says, "Here is the cure for cancer," the Democratic Party would be against it.
But just the man.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the cancer, but I guess now they included the cancer because that little boy that was fighting, what's his name, DJ, whatever, that young brother, you surviving. I'm a cancer person. I haven't quite survived mine, but I'm working hard on it. And just to see the Democratic Party that is supposed to be caring for me don't give a damn about me. Well, I got something for you too, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it later.
Black folks have got to be the most patient people in this country, because for 70 years we're waiting to see that we get what we are supposed to get to be equal members of the society.
What, an acres and a mule? We ate the damn hamburgers. I keep saying it.
I don't know
we ate the hamburgers, so I don't know. Where you're trying to get, what acres of land that you're trying to get. But
take my 40 acres in Manhattan.
It's in Manhattan? Yeah, well, the Chinese bought that somebody bought it for $1.
Oh,
so now, Al Green got on the floor and made a mess of himself. I mean, literally, try to be a Martin Luther King. Try to be everybody else. Why can't black people let Martin Luther King rest? Well, in a way, we keep on, we shall overcome. What the hell are you trying to overcome? It doesn't make sense to me.
As I've always said, since we are people who love sports, you have to have a strategy to win. If you send out a team and you say, just go win, you're not going to go very far.
And you're not going to win.
So I think he stood up and he just started spewing off and had no idea what his next step was going to be.
That Negro didn't have anything. He had no idea what was coming out of his mouth.
He started quoting everybody.
I mean,
Maya Angelou.
You did bother Maya Angelou for. The sister did great for black people. But then, now you're trying to bring her dirty up her name?
I don't know. The Democratic Party of today is for child mutilation. They're for men showering with little girls. They're into the almost perverted flip side of what has been the norm. We've always been a conservative people. We've been godly in our pursuits, and
ungodly.
Godly.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, black folks love being in church. They're very.
Yeah, but that Negro there, what he did was an ungodly, uncivilized thing to do.
Well, they're trying to remake our priorities into something that is foreign to us.
That's priorities of yesterday.
Yeah.
But not what's happened about today. What's that got to do with apples and price of gas for today?
But you know, what's it got to do with us? Like you said, we don't matter. What matters to the new leadership is the philosophy of social reconstruction, or whatever you want to call it. It's sad. I don't understand it. I try to sit back and say, okay, well, where are they going with this? Okay, they want to literally regender everybody. They want to don't think this way. This is the modern way. And I think
Regender, I like that. You know, turn men into women, huh?
and whatever you want to be.
Not saying I like it personally. You're crazy people.
They want you. They want to be able to take your child, and without your permission or knowledge, have the legal right to put them on medications that will change their hormones, all these sort of things, up into the point of actually.
They are continuously supporting abortion.
Yeah.
You know, everything that is bad for black people, Democrats are in there, you know, promoting it.
That's why I'm so confused as to what has happened to our leadership. Our leadership is so deep into the pockets of the Democratic Party. We should at least, at the minimum, be independent.
The church?
The black community of the United States.
You know, let me call their names. The church, are they deep in the pockets?
My understanding, the rumors that you hear is that a lot of the old payola, you know, we give you a little bit of money and convince your
flocks,
you know, where we need to go with this. That's sad to say. I keep hearing about the corruption, and I hope that it's not true.
It's true. It's true. Pastors, you all know you're collecting that money. You know you're collecting it. Let's be honest about it. You know you're doing us wrong. You got a Bible in one hand and a bucket of money in the other hand.
And it's partially our fault. I mean, if we sit back and say we need help, we need help, we need help, you know, all the other groups, the Asians, you know, the South America, everybody else sits back and says, okay, we accept that we're not liked. But that doesn't mean we can't be industrious. It doesn't mean we can't build an economy.
You go to Africa and you see all these pastors, reverends, fathers, with all these planes, mansions, but no buildings for the people that are living, that are giving you the money. Here, the same thing in America.
Yeah, it's literally starting to be that.
So, let's just say, you know, the church, you're messing up too. You're messing up. Not some of the ones that I know are good, but some of the ones that are out there are nothing but fraudulent people. They're just crooks.
I said to my friends, I said, what has the Democratic Party done for us in the past 70 years?
So there goes that old song. Oh, what have you done for me lately?
Okay, Janet.
You haven't done a damn thing for us lately. Look at our communities. Look at our communities, for crying out loud. Have you ever gone down to Chicago, gone down to Detroit, gone down to Baltimore, gone down to Milwaukee, just going down where black people live? I mean, you know, you're like a hurricane, just continue to coming over there. But anyway, $880 billion cut. That's what Al Green said that Donald Trump is getting ready to do. Not Joe Allen, you know. I'm one that, look, if you tell me the sky is blue, I'm going to go ahead with you until I look up and see that it's not. Now, you telling me that Donald Trump, you're not trying to tell me that I haven't heard Donald Trump say it. I haven't heard the Health and Human Service Secretary say it. But I don't see anything where this $880 billion is. Nobody have said it. The people that are ruling the country have not said it. They're not going to just cut it. So what are they looking for?
It's theater. The black leadership, if you want to call them that, is that old proverbial picking up mud from the ground and throwing it and hoping it sticks on something. They're throwing out numbers that have no justification. They're just out into everybody's.
I concur with you. You know, they are just throwing out numbers. You know, 880 billion. I think there's a lot of fraud there. I mean, you know, what is Al Green trying to hide? What are all you Democratic Congress people trying to hide? And your senators too.
They're terrified.
You know, they're terrified, but you're hiding something, coming out here trying to scare us about $880 billion is going to be cut. So, Is it your cut? No, not their cut.
Well, obviously, there's a lot of funneling of money into these different areas, and then the money disappears, and there's no tracking.
I just think that what the Republican Party is trying to do, and Donald Trump and Elon Musk and anybody else, Health and Human Services, is trying to do is to find the fraudulence that money that was allocated for the poor, and for everybody or whoever it is for, but there's fraud.
What I learned about this, and even local government, is there should be some kind of national and local laws where we have people who are checking on where the money's going.
I think some of that money is going somewhere in Bogota somewhere. You know? I think some of this Democrats, they funnel the money to everywhere else.
Yeah, the Cayman Islands.
The Cayman Islands somewhere, you know, because, and that's what we're trying to find out. Where's the money come? Where's the money going to? Is Medicaid? I know some doctors who I know one of them that I think I might have mentioned it to you. Yeah, you know, you come in the office, they tap you in the head. Okay, I'm gonna need him, huh? Yeah, shit, the goddamn dog. Some of your doctors are crooks too.
You get a shot that you never recover.
Yeah. Medications I ain't never seen, and fentanyl coming my way. Oh, that's aspirin.
How did he die?
I know when I was living in Africa, there was people that were giving out chalk, and tell you that's aspirin.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, sir. Manufactured in China.
Oh.
Came in a nice package. Aspirin. But it wasn't aspirin. It was chalk. Crooked ass.
Ooh.
I'm just, you know. Okay, so this Al Green has been censured. We're going to talk about it a little bit more, okay? Because, and then we'll go on into some other things. So he's been censured. I mean, I know what the definition of censured would be Joel, but you got a nice way of. I don't like Joel. You know, I think, you know, he's my brother and co-host, but doggone it, you know, he has a way of telling you what the censure is. Here, Al Green is sitting on the somewhere on the floors of Congress, and you know he's being censured. The vote went against him. So what do they mean by that, Joel? What the hell are they talking about?
Censured? Well, theoretically, our government is supposed to be a gathering of polite and dignified people. They're supposed to be. They're supposed to dress well, present themselves well. Everything is done in a polite atmosphere of agreement and disagreement. But if you fall outside of that and you have a behavior that is disruptive, that is outside of the rules. And just like when you were in elementary school and your teacher says you're being disruptive, you get timeout. So censorship.
But that timeout is a kind of a new thing, you know, because in my days, you get a whoop ass. They do a timeout.
Well, Congress, they used to have duels. You know, we got a vice president who killed, you know, what was that, Andrew Jackson? He was in, what, 5 or 6 duels and killed a couple of people. But ultimately, our society has changed.
Oh, all right, Andrew.
Yep, our society's changed. We're supposedly a better behaving people now. And so when a person is censured, it is literally a polite way of saying he's in timeout. He's in punishment. So the worst thing that can happen, my understanding, is he's been embarrassed. That they have said you are unprofessional and you've got to now sit up here in front of us and apologize, and we'll then probably do things like you can be removed from your committee for a period of time. And
that's
then,
it?
Yeah. It's a
you
very
get
polite,
in front of the camera.
he got a little slap on the wrist. You've been a naughty boy. Don't do it again.
So get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
I know countries where the whole damn wrist come off. The whole wrist.
It served. I mean, what did Barnum and Bailey say? That there's no such thing as bad publicity. Al Green has been in Congress. I've never heard much about him. I thought when they were talking about Al Green, I thought they were talking about the entertainer.
And he was great.
I did not know. I said, okay, here is this guy who is now, his whole thing, his whole fame is based on disliking the President of the United States.
Al Green, I you know, he just kind of somebody. I wonder if that's his real name. You know, he might have just copied. You know,
It could
you know, he's from Louisiana.
I have a cousin in pro sports, and several of my relatives wanted to run for politics because the name is unusual and everything. So it's kind of funny. Whenever you do have a name that's familiar, a lot of voters do vote based on the popularity and how a name sounds.
Yeah, Little Richard. He killed somebody because the guy called himself Little Richard. So, he did. He shot somebody.
I heard about that.
Yeah, he's man out there with his name, Little Richard. And Richard was saying, "What the man, you Little Richard? That ain't no. That's me." You know.
Yeah,
Got out the car and shot him. Bam.
that's funny. Yeah.
You know, that's it. So he's been disgraced. He disgraced himself.
Yes.
This brother from Texas, stupid. The rest of us can tell you that. I'm your age, and I'm telling you, bro. In fact, he was born in my same year. That pissed me off. You know, he should have been born either before or later. Not in my year. I don't like that. You know.
So, yeah,
No,
so
no.
then you're at fault too. Then.
No, I guess no, he wasn't in my class.
Oh, okay.
No, so, but you're stupid. Al Green, that's right, I said it. Let's go ahead and sing. You try to overcome, I'll try to overcome. You bum.
He overcame poverty.
He overcame poverty. He got the best health care.
Yeah.
My God, he's worried about poor people in his, in Sugar Land in Texas.
Yeah.
It's a really very affluent society. He's a congressman for a very affluent area, Sugar Land or Sugarfoot in Texas.
He's a multimillionaire.
He's loaded.
And he was broke when he went into Congress. So
And listen to that. But
How
now
did
he
that
got the
happen?
best health care. He says, I got the best health care. If something happened to me, I think he was, if something happened to me, I can get care. But I ain't worried about the poor people.
oh, they're more worried about that. They're worried.
26 years in Congress and that nigga just not worried about poor people.
Well, you have to understand that they've got to be careful because they're doing some wrong stuff behind our backs and pretending to be on our side. That's the bottom line. How do you become a multimillionaire off of a government salary? Why are all these neighborhoods that surround Washington, D.C., the top expensive neighborhoods in America?
Yeah.
You know, so obviously,
Beautiful area.
why are the predominantly Democrats upset about us investigating where the money is going? Wouldn't you want to know where your money is going?
Accountability.
Yeah.
Accountability, folks. We're just trying to account for where the money is going.
Every dollar should be accounted
I
for.
don't care if it's Social Security. I don't care if it's Medicaid. Wherever every money that we put in that, their tax,
Yeah.
we need to know.
I want to know why we can't afford to have good schools, good roads, and bridges that won't fall over on us when we try to cross them. But
Boy, you be dreaming, hoping that bridge don't fall.
right,
Like that one in Maryland. What was that? That bridge that was named after a slave maker?
Oh, God.
Or some guy
Francis, the Key Bridge.
the Key Bridge. Yeah, I think the man that was named after it, the bridge, is named after a slave
Yeah.
dealer, maker, whatever, But he had something to do with slave.
Well,
And now you got somebody named.
how many black folks drive Mercedes-Benz? Weren't they involved with the Nazis and the German parties and all these different things? Louis Vuitton was apparently involved in slave trade. And when you start looking at the history and the past of this in every country, everybody's got a dark past. Otherwise, all those designer things that you have, start looking them up, and all of a sudden you'll find a swastika sticking on.
Sticking somewhere in there.
Yeah. So
Okay.
don't be a hypocrite. If you're going
all
to
right.
sit back and you're going to say, "Oh, this person was involved in slavery,"
Yeah.
if you were here 200 years ago, you was doing something bad to somebody.
Yeah, you was. Now, okay, I want to get off of this Al Green thing because he didn't make sense. You're not Martin Luther King. You're not Lewis. You're not anybody that you try to mimic. You're none of that. You're some Negro with slick hair from Texas. And I don't like you disrespecting the President of the United States. You disrespected the President, and that pisses all of us off. We shall overcome, Negro. You must be out of your damn mind.
I just want to know what he's done for his constituents. Show me his list of successes. I keep hearing he hasn't done a doggone thing.
Not a bill that he personally sponsored. I don't, he just jumped on somebody else's sponsored bills.
26 years.
26
and
years.
Nothing to show for it.
You a bum?
Hey, but
Disrespecting the President of the United States is not acceptable to any congressman, whether you're a lunatic or not a lunatic, whether you're civil or not uncivilized. Disrespecting the President of this United States, who is looking out for all of us, all groups in this country, is not acceptable. Get that, you and that little girl with another one from Texas. What's her name again? McCormick or no? No. Some kind of Davy Crocker name.
Davy Crocker.
That girl, she needs to shut up too. We're getting tired of you people from Mexico or from Texas.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I like Houston. Houston is nice though.
Yeah.
It's just the people in it.
Houston, we have a problem.
We do?
No.
Yeah, Al Green. We have a problem, Houston, and his name is Al Green. And just to end the thing on Al Green, I don't believe seriously that Congress has a stronger means of handling bad congressmen and women. Congress people that swore to uphold the Constitution of the United States. Yeah, we got military personnel, and I greet all my military brothers and sisters. God bless all of you. Just stay safe. All the firemen, stay safe. All the police officers, my son was one of them, stay safe. All the nurses and doctors, I like you doctors. I don't want you all to give me the wrong thing. I like you. Well, help me out, Joel.
No. You swimming in that pool all by
I'm going to
yourself.
swim in this pool. It's just wrong to disrespect the President of the United States. It's just wrong. It's bad. What do we tell our kids? What do we tell the young people that are now watching and seeing a grown man on the floor of the Congress and belittling the president in front of not just Congress and senators, but the rest of the world? Who the hell do you think you are? And I don't think that the punishment is enough. I really think the punishment should be more severe.
We could probably bring back flogging, maybe, just put him out there on the rack and whack him a few times.
Maybe a little more than a few.
Oh, always want that.
But I recommend to Congress, somebody in Congress.
But what about free speech? Doesn't he have a right? Do I have the right? Don't I have a right to be a fool?
Well, you can have a right to be a fool, but 420-something members of Congress starts free speeching on the floor of the Senate, you have chaos.
Didn't they have a background check once of Congress, and there was like about 20 or 30 of them that had felony records, all sort of embezzlement charges, bankruptcies. I mean, it was a list that sounded horrible, and how they got security, for America's secrets and stuff like that, I have no idea.
You see this? There are members of the military who are still missing in action. Still missing in action in the world. I'm a Vietnam veteran. There's still Americans still missing. And here we have a congressman on the floor of Congress disrespecting everybody from the military to the Supreme Court to a young man with cancer, and then waving his little stupid little wand. Well, let me wave this at your behind. Huh? Al Green? You in trouble.
Well, we'll see. I think it's just going to be a momentary flash of fame. This is what he'll be known for. But, I would be curious to find out what he has done for his constituents.
Nothing.
I'd be surprised to find out that other than that little speech that he stole from Martin Luther King and Maya Angelou. And still...
Got that slick haircut.
Yeah.
That Al Sharpton haircut. He still, he still got that.
That Brill Cream, Little Devil.
Yeah, you're a fool, bro. You're a fool. Stupid fool at that.
Oh, he's right down
at
the
our
street.
age,
he's on his way here now.
let him come on. This ain't Texas.
Uh-oh.
You know, and he actually threatened the president.
Yeah.
This is the same guy that started the impeachment for the first one, jumped on the second one, and he threatened to impeach the president again. What the hell is that? Is that what your job is for? Is that his job, Al? I mean, Joel, is that his job?
What the Democratic Party should do is get back to the understanding that we don't need to have just one party. We should have a two-party system. There should be room for more, theoretically. A two-party system where we have respect for each other.
And respect for each
Start
other.
there.
Absolutely, absolutely. We should.
It's better for the people.
It is better for the people, and it makes sense to me that at least with that respect, have some independent mind of your own. The Democratic Party they look like a bunch of gangs. One gang. Everybody sit down with their hands on bottom of their bottom. Just sit there. No matter what is said, just sit there. Don't say nothing. Is that what Hakeemton told him to do?
I'll sign up for that job. That's kind of cool.
Sound good. Sit on your ass.
Yeah, collect money.
On your hand and collect money. Is that what Hakeem is trying to do? And I think, and then, there's
It's not
another
what he's
thing.
trying to do. It's what he has done.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that they would try. Al Green had another interview, and he said, "Oh, we did not orchestrate this. Nobody planned this.
I can tell.
It just happened the way it happened."
Yeah.
So then, why is he sitting there with his wand? We shall overcome. Acting like isn't that what did they do? The orchestration.
Yeah.
Huh? He trying to get people to sing.
Because he has no plan.
Because he says the disruption is to make a point in this life, you have to be disruptive.
But is it his free speech? These are the people who he's representing the people. The question is, if I voted for this guy to represent me in Congress and I send an idiot, that's my fault.
I said, yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of people out there. We need to start thinking about who we keep sending to Congress. We got to it's the people. We continue to make the mistakes of sending dodos to Congress who don't even know how to draft a bill. That's what your job is. Draft a bill that will improve the life of the people in your constituency. That's what you're there for.
That's too logical. Right now, there is no leadership in what I've seen. There is no leadership in the Democratic Party. Right now, it is in chaos. All the old guard, the Pelosi's and all the other people right now are, and they're taking their last breaths. They're too old to do the things that they.
There was one guy when Al Green was being escorted out, and he was standing. He just did his. It's a white guy. He did his hand like this. Y'all check that video out and see. He was standing in the corner. Al Green was coming down the aisle, going out, and he just said, Now, there's another thing. I guess I'll leave this alone, but are white people going to be mad at us because of what Al Green did?
As I've said before, the black folks in America, we got to stop this. I don't want you to, everybody's prejudiced, racist, whatever. The Asians don't care anymore because it doesn't do anything. Indians, they go on ahead and do their things. They're landing, they're supposed to be landing something on the moon
On
this
the moon,
week.
yeah.
Do people around the world from the European society, do they respect those people? Of course not. They don't even like each other. So why are we stalled with and stunned with the idea that people don't like us?
So we're stalling. We just
move on.
We're just stuck in. It's just like quicksand.
They're going to like us
in mud.
tomorrow. They're not going to want to live next door to us. I don't want to live next door to us
But
either.
white people are sensitive. Anybody who's lived in the country long enough, them white people are sensitive. You done assaulted the president of the United States on the floor of the Congress, and you don't think that white people are going to get mad at us? How far more can you dig deep for us? We done lost our community. We done lost our.
That's our fault. That's our fault. We got to stop being victims.
So we got to stop sending some dodos to Congress to represent us.
There's so many things. What has happened? We've had 70 years of promises, and we're just like that person who keeps getting cheated on and saying, okay, you're not going to cheat on me this time. And it's our fault. We have to sit back and make sure that our children are prepared for adulthood. We have to make sure that our neighborhoods are safe to walk and live in. our responsibility. To hell with Congress. Their job is to pass laws, but it's up to us to build our communities, make them a decent place to live. The communities that you and I grew up in are
It's
gone.
gone.
They were wonderful. They had no crime. We did have crime a little bit, but it was a wonderful place to live. I remember when I had those white friends who would come through and they would be like, look how beautiful, and manicured lawns and nice cars. They say, yeah, we got that too. And now you go to those neighborhoods and they're all boarded up. What happened? And so all I get now is a guy who wants to sit up there and sing a song from Maya Angelou and Martin Luther King. Somebody
So it's
tell me,
our fault.
makes sense. Tell me, how does that make sense? It's our fault. We are to blame. We're hoping that somebody's going to write us a check, so that for slavery, that's going to come on, stop it, grow up, and get a life, get an education, get yourself together, and stop complaining about what somebody did to us. Move on. Rebuild.
Regrowth. Redesign. Move on forward. Okay. Al Green, we're done with you. Kids, don't do all that. Okay? Calm down. State of Maryland is going bankrupt, bro.
Yeah.
What the hell going on? Not the word. I meant to. Sorry, there, Governor. Former governor
Well,
left a lot of money, and this brother here get in office and zoom, money is gone.
right. It was about 90 days into office, all of a sudden.
And the money, $5 billion, $3 billion, $4 billion, the money is gone.
You'll probably, for those of you in other parts of the world, you'll probably hear about him soon because they're kind of touting him as the next Obama. He's very articulate and very charismatic.
No, he ain't. No. You know, you're Obama, man. I don't like him, never liked him, but he's not Obama.
Obama hurt my feelings. But
Yeah. After you done divorced him already,
Oh,
so
yeah,
so Obama, no.
we're in
This
separate
guy here, he's got one big problem. His head wobbles.
One of the little things in the back of your
In the
car.
back of the car, he just wobble like, you don't know what he's looking at.
Yeah, it could be the medicine.
Like one of them people with the eyes things, you know.
I think that's where they're putting their hope. I think that he's got that thing.
Somebody's getting ready to run against him.
Yeah, but here's my theory. So Maryland is in huge trouble. They passed all these mandates that are unfunded. How the heck are we going to pay for a Kerwin Act, which basically is supposed to infuse $4 billion
Yeah, into the school system.
into the school system? And guess how much money we now have? $4 billion.
In the hole.
So
In the hole.
we are supposed to have money that we don't have because our bank account is drawn zero, and they're now saying, we know we promised not to raise taxes, but turn your back for a second. They're going to
The
be
tax money is gone.
They're going to be
Well,
coming.
let me know. Let's say something to children that are still in school and some of those children that are really trying. First of all, we thank you all for continuing to listen to us. We're just old folks talking about some things that we think is interesting to us and should be interesting to you too. Just our views, and that's why we call ourselves, hey, let's talk about it. We need to continue to talk about it. We thank you for all the things that you're doing, liking us, subscribing, subscribe. And because we got to eat too, So subscribe and then ring the bell.
Yeah,
But above all, you got a view. You got an opportunity to say something to us. You don't like the way I look, that's your problem.
oh, man.
And Joel got a lot of women that like him.
Oh, too many.
I ain't got
I
time for
don't
all
know.
that. Do I? No. I got the best woman in the world. Mwah, baby girl.
That's so sweet.
I love you so much. So, but I don't like Maxine Waters. But let me get back to the kids.
She didn't like you either.
I know. She's stupid. Funnel the money to her daughter?
Shh, you're not supposed to know about that.
Oh, okay. So she's stealing money somehow and then give it so that it doesn't go into her account and she thinks that nobody's going, 84 years old, she thinks nobody's going to find out about it, so she funneled it to her daughter.
I'm learning every day, and my understanding in a conversation recently is there is a way that you can donate, and once your name gets on the donor list, they apparently use that name and funnel money under those names.
With your name on it.
Yes.
And you don't know nothing about it.
So you don't get even the tax reduction.
Wow.
And that's
Talk about
nobody
crooked
sees it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody does it.
It's probably done in both political parties, you know. So
Of course.
I'm not going to give the Republicans. I heard the Georgia senator, what is that, Carlton Moore, got arrested. He's a Republican.
Oh my goodness.
Donald ain't playing no games. Arrested his behind. So he's kind of one of those wannabe Republicans, you know, just.
Well, you know, they go in with the mandate of cleaning up the swamp. You know, unfortunately, you're going to get your own people too. There's a lot of people who should not be trusted with the people's money.
Yeah, like Maxine Waters. She's a congressperson.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they do? They're the one that allocates the funds for anything?
She's too old to go to jail.
No, she ain't. Shoot, there's some people that are in jail still, and they are innocent. They're in jail, you know, and Maxine, okay, maybe, you know, what are you going to do? Put her in a halfway house or something?
She went to school with Jesus, my understanding was.
Oh, yeah, she was the disciple that served the food. One of the
She too old.
She
got away with it.
I mean, you know, it's just so many things that has happened with the political, those people that we call politicians, and it's just so disgusting. It's discouraging.
Yeah, they are above the law. They don't. If you look at some of the laws that are required for all of us to follow, Congress is exempt. They don't. They don't have to follow any of the laws that they pass.
They make the law, we obey it,
say,
and the law is for you.
Right, don't worry about what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're a bum. We just got to be more careful on who we send to Congress to represent us.
Right. Everything that they've
done.
done.
I don't like his Kwesi Nkrumah.
Everything
like
that they have done to become wealthy would put you and I in jail. We could not do insider trading. We could not do these fundraising. They are above the law, and that's been the issue on both sides of the bench.
Both sides are doing it. We know some of the Republicans.
Some, okay.
You know some of y'all, and I hope that the president catch you behind, and you catch you behind like Carlton.
Congress would be pretty empty.
Carlton Moore arrested. A whole congressman in Congress. I mean, on the hallways of Congress. And all these big brothers in there with the beret hats on, police surrounded them. Negro, I mean, you're going to...
You love that today. Oh, Lord. He didn't take his medicine, people.
Yeah, it's the medication. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off with so many little things, but you don't let that get to you. And all I want to say again to the children of this state and of the world who are listening, those kids that are going to colleges and predominantly black colleges, be observant, but watch out now. Everything that is coming your way is not all honky dory.
Did you say hunky? Sorry.
Oh.
We don't know what that means anymore.
Hey, did you hear that Kamala Harris wants to run for governor?
Good for her.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
What is she, black or white?
Yes.
Oh, Lordy have mercy. By the time when she run for governor now, she'll be Indian, black, white, out there.
Yeah, check off all the boxes.
Just walk down the hallway, and by the time she gets to the other end, she's another person. Oh, man, I'll tell you. I used to think that about some of the people that are in my life, some of the women. I see them in the morning on Monday. Darling, you look so good. Oh, wonderful. God damn, by the next day, I don't know who the hell they were. Who are you? Where'd you come from? I guess we're getting about ready to end this whole thing. Let's go ahead and give everybody a break. Write us, like us, say something to us. Come on.
Press the notification.
Come on, press the notification button, ring the goddamn bell. If a cow could go down the street with a bell around his neck, so can you. Oh, no, not you.
You calling him a cow?
No, you're not cows. You know, you know, some of you are. I don't know who. Don't watch what you call me now. I know, you know. But anyway.
You utter those words.
Yeah. So Africa is still burning up, bro. Just before we conclude.
Okay.
God, Burkina Faso. 500 buses. Man, I don't know where he got the 500 buses from. Japan? China? If it's China, you better watch out. If it's not going to work, you know, you're rolling down the road and bloom, bloom. Damn bus. 500 buses the country went and bought.
Well,
You know, that helps them with their infrastructure, with their transportation system. That's good.
but they're not buying them. They're on credit.
Yeah.
The Chinese are giving them to, what do they call those, predatory loans?
Yes.
They say, hey, go ahead and take all these things and we'll build all this.
Yeah.
And then you owe us later. And then one
For
day,
life.
yeah, you can't afford to pay the bill. And they come in and snatch it back.
Yeah, damn. No, they wouldn't snatch a bus back. They just snatch your natural resources back.
I've talked to many of my African friends and I've said, you know, what is about this predatory loan thing that you're doing? And this is what they tell me. Oh, just because the China's coming in and doing that, they're not going to be able to keep it. We'll just take it back. I said, okay.
All right now.
Well,
All right
let's
now.
see what
Yeah.
kind of fight that's going to be.
I got one more last thing to say before we die. I know our technicians are saying, you know, hey, time for you to cut this out. Igbo people, you know, they're my people. Love them. You're not doing something right. 50 years after the war, Igbo people are still kind of scattered all over the world. Don't know what to do with the Igbo land. They got a whole land with natural resources. And somehow or another, people are entering into the land and killing people left and right, raping women and beating them up and just doing some mayhem in the country, in the land. At some point, Igbo people have got to do something. Don't wait for 100 years. Go home. That's what I'm saying to you. And, you know, I speak Igbo.
I've heard you.
Olugo nnọọ unu na uno. Na uno. Children that are born of Igbo, people that left the country after the war, during the war, and every in between, they're still here. They're still here. What are you still here for? Go home. People at home are dying, left and right. You're here. Kenya is doing what they can. South Africa is doing what they can. Every other African country is doing well. And the intelligent Igbo people are outside of Igbo land.
I think that there's, personally, I'm far from being completely educated about Africa. I only know about the society I grew up in. The United States and the European culture literally exist. Their safety, their security, their future is on the resources that are underneath the land of the Africans.
That is correct.
They cannot afford to have an organized and independent African political system. They have to be able to go in, get those rare raw minerals, and move out. Look what's happening to Ukraine. They're saying, okay, you can.
Oh, that's right. We never talked about Zelensky. We don't forgot all about that nigga. I mean, we forgot. We forgot about him. We because you don't want peace, you want war. Go ahead. So all there's to it. And all that money that we've given to Ukraine and Zelensky, they pocketed. He got a mansion in Hawaii and where's all that damn money going to? He's selling American equipment. He is selling American military wares to other countries to start war, to start fighting. Not to defend himself, but to go ahead and do war.
I've talked to a lot of my military friends, and they have told me we are going to be fighting against our own equipment for the next 50 years.
Amen. That's so true. That's so true. And Zelensky, 5'2", how the hell a little 5'2" man can do all that?
Napoleon.
God almighty. We're going to be fighting against our own American equipment that we built and We manufactured.
Mhm.
Donald Trump, Mr. President, you were correct. I don't think you need to deal with that little man anymore. Send him, let him go ahead on. The Ukrainians can't give you somebody to work with. Let it go. Let him go ahead on and fight Russia. See what happened with Russia? As soon as Donald Trump took away the, sort of removed the, what is it?
The embargo?
Well, no, it wasn't an embargo. He removed the intelligence,
Okay.
the weapons,
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
froze their money.
Yep.
What did Russia do? Started
Invaded.
attacking them.
Yeah, of course. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, well,
Better at the bargaining table.
you
They're not going to keep all that. They're going to push back, but they're going to take more.
So now they're going over to Saudi Arabia and hoping that Saudi Arabia will do what? Only thing he's looking from Saudi Arabia now is still more money, more weapons. This guy's nuts. He is really.
That's what everybody admired about him. Now that they're,
Oh, because he's nut. He's a nut. Yeah, okay, that's something to admire.
most politicians I've ever met are a little bit crazy anyway.
Screwed up, huh?
Yeah, they don't see the world the same way most normal people do. But I think that Zelensky's whole point is that he has been resilient, which usually means that they are hard-headed.
Yeah, he's hard-headed. We don't need any hard-headed. America needs peace.
You know,
We want peace.
the administration now of this country they're in the negotiations. They want to negotiate.
We want peace. We don't want to be in pieces.
It's
Get
dangerous.
that straight. We want peace. We do not want to be in pieces. And if Europe wants to fight yourself on your borders, on your land, pay for it,
They got nukes.
nuke yourself,
Then when they nuke themselves, they're nuking us too.
unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
Well, we got something for you, too.
the only thing is that the Americans aren't really culturally involved in that weird stuff that goes on in Europe. And what's frightening is if we pull out, are we the only neutral party, so to speak, who doesn't have skin in the game that would say, your argument's stupid, it's not worth fighting over. Every time America has pulled out of Europe, Europe has gone on to start another war.
All right, just a little bit mention on tariff. Let's just talk a little bit about tariff. Well, just a little bit, not too much. Everybody's scared that Canada and Mexico is going to round us up and come and squeeze us up and just take everything that we have. We got news for you. And it's not good news for you. This is no small country. And we have the right person in office now to be able to handle this. Even Russia. China threatened the United States. But of all the people that should be in office right now to handle China's and their threat, it's Donald Trump. So we're looking forward to Donald Trump making sure that we're okay. But tariff, just a little bit tariff. We don't.
Well,
Look.
it's business. I mean, let's face it, politicians are not businessmen. So the question is, if you want somebody to negotiate business, would you want a politician or would you want a
Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
businessman who knows how to cut deals?
We want the businessman.
Okay, so that's where we're at.
So
there's going to be a lot of grandstanding in front of the microphone, but the real stuff's going to happen behind closed doors.
I know the price of eggs is high though. Damn, the chicken ain't laying shit. Chicken is, I don't know what they're laying, but that damn egg, $10 a damn dozen of eggs? Man, that's a lot of damn price. But the price of gas is down. That's good. We're drilling. We're moving forward. We're giving the President of the United States all the support that he needs to move this country forward.
Unfortunately, because we have a dysfunctional political system, the whole goal of the opposition party is to make sure that he does not succeed, which then counteracts our lifestyle. So our government,
God.
yeah, it's a bad divorce.
No, it's a bad
marriage.
No, it's not good, folks. No. Democrats, you're on timeout. So go on vacation, Not outside the borders, because we may lock your ass out. But go on vacation and do what Malcolm X once says. Go in the closet, lock the door.
Oh, there's another term for going in the closet. But anyway,
Oh,
sorry.
that's your Joel. That's your co-host.
I did not say that.
But go in the closet and start doing some thinking. Go back to the drawing board and figure out how you're going to help America and us in it. If you can't figure it out, don't just continue cursing it out and doing all the Maxine stuff. Because you're lunatics. That's right. We agree. You're lunatics. But don't just continue to bombard us with a lot of false pretense, false words. And you know, some of you going to jail now. And I do believe you. You know, some of you. I used to work in a jailhouse, and so
Well,
I wouldn't mind if I was still there. I mean, I'll be more than happy to open the door for some of them. Come on in. We got you covered.
orange suits. Man.
Orange suits, you know, some of them, okay. Well, until the next time, my brothers and my sisters all over the world, this is Chief Obidike and your co-host, your brother, my brother, Joel Spears. What's up, my brother, again? Thank you very much for being with us. Remember, text us, like us, subscribe, notify, ring the bell, do something.
Do all that stuff.
You know, and let us know that you're listening to us, you know. And in Igbo people, you need to be a little bit more courageous than what you are. You just ain't got the spunk. What have you? Igbo people are very well educated, very intelligent, and then they got spunk, courage. Where are you hiding? Where's the leaders?
How do you build a nation?
Build one. If Vietnam can, if Japan can, all the other countries in the world, if they can do it, and you're the one helping them to do it. Okay. Until the next time, my brothers and sisters, God bless all of you. Thank you. Next week, we've got so much more to talk about. We really cut it short this time, didn't we?
We did.
We did, you know. But until the next time, God bless you. This is Chief Obidike. Bye, 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 bye. We love you. Mwah. Gotta go to the fufu place, bro. I've been directed to buy some soup.